Chosen one, you didn't find this message. This message found you, and it's right on time. This isn't a coincidence. It's divine alignment. You've been feeling a shift, sensing something stirring beneath the surface, and this is your confirmation. Heaven is moving on your behalf. Everything you've faced, every delay, every closed door, every silent season, wasn't meant to stop you. It was meant to prepare you. You didn't just survive the pain. You transformed in it. You chose healing when hate was easier. You chose growth instead of staying stuck. You said yes to purpose, even when fear tried to hold you back. And because of that, your name is being honored in the spirit. Your ancestors, your spiritual lineage, are rejoicing, not because of what you've gained, but because of who you've become. This is more than encouragement. It's spiritual recognition. You broke cycles that tried to break you. You shifted the narrative of generations. And now heaven is responding. The atmosphere is changing. The heavens are opening. And you're stepping into the inheritance that's been waiting for someone strong enough to carry it. If your spirit feels this, don't ignore it. You're not just being inspired, you're being activated. This is a sacred moment, a turning point, a divine announcement. You are chosen, appointed, and ready. Watch how everything begins to align, because the breakthrough is no longer coming. It's here. Chapter 1. You were born to finish what they couldn't. Chosen one, hear this truth deep in your spirit. You are not simply living your own story. You are completing a legacy. You carry within you the silent prayers, the unspoken dreams, and the unfinished assignments of those who came before you. Your ancestors had vision, but not the voice. They had passion, but not the platform. Life forced them to survive, not soar. Yet even in their struggle, they planted seeds of hope, faith, and possibility that they knew they would never see bloom. And now, you are the bloom. You are the manifestation of their faith, the walking proof that their pain had purpose. You were born not just to dream, but to fulfill what they could only imagine. Where they were silenced, you speak boldly. Where they were bound, you walk in freedom. Where they carried wounds, you are called to bring healing. This is why your life feels heavy at times. It's because you're carrying more than your own purpose. You carry the weight of generational breakthroughs. You're not just breaking curses, you're birthing promises. You're not just walking your path, you're building a bridge for those who will follow. Every time you choose righteousness over convenience, every time you love when it would be easier to lash out, every time you stand in truth, heaven rejoices, your ancestors rejoice. You are completing what they began in tears and sacrifice. So don't shrink back. Don't question why you were chosen. You were born for this. You're the finisher, the one who brings closure to centuries of pain and opens doors to generations of blessing. You are not walking alone. The ones who came before you are with you, cheering you on. You are the promise fulfilled, the living answer, the divine continuation. And this is only the beginning. Chapter 2. They tried to stop you because of what you carry. Chosen one, the warfare against you was never without reason. The pain, the isolation, the closed doors, none of it was random. The enemy saw your light long before you did and tried everything to dim it. Not because you were weak, but because you carry something powerful. You carry purpose. You carry healing. You carry generational change. From a young age, the attacks came. Not because you were cursed, but because you were called. Life tried to distract you, wound you, and make you forget who you are. But even in confusion, heaven knew your name. Even in brokenness, God's hand was still on you. You weren't being rejected. You were being redirected. You weren't forgotten. You were being hidden for a time such as this. The calling on your life required a different kind of journey, one with deeper valleys, longer waits, and greater tests, but also one with greater glory. Now, you're beginning to understand. You didn't just survive, you were shaped, refined, prepared. What tried to stop you only revealed your strength. What you carry is holy, and that's why your life could never be ordinary. You were always set apart. So don't resent the battle. It was proof of your purpose. And now, the same people who misunderstood your struggle will witness your rise. You were chosen for this, and no force of darkness can stop what God has already set in motion. Keep moving forward. Heaven is with you. Chapter 3. You healed wounds that were never yours to bear. Chosen one, the burdens you carry are heavier than they seem, because they aren't just your own. You've cried tears that were never only born from your personal pain, and felt a weight that seemed to come from nowhere. This weight is the legacy of generations before you. Silent wounds, unspoken grief, and hidden scars passed down through your bloodline. You were chosen to carry what others couldn't, to break chains that had held your family captive in cycles of brokenness and despair. Where others were trapped by trauma, shame, and silence, you chose healing and light. You dared to say, "This ends with me." You refused to repeat the patterns of pain and dysfunction. Instead of bitterness, you grew better. Instead of denial, you faced the truth. You sought healing, therapy, and restoration, instead of hiding or pretending. Through this, you dismantled spiritual contracts and curses that had held your ancestors in bondage for decades. Your bravery to confront what was hidden, to grieve what was long ignored, has shattered chains forward and backward in time. Your healing is not just personal, it's generational. You are the bridge between past suffering and future freedom. Your ancestors, those who prayed and hoped but never saw their promises fulfilled, now rejoice because of your faithfulness. You carried what was too heavy for others and chose to transform your pain rather than pass it on. You faced every shadow, every wound, every trigger with courage. This courageous journey is the reason your family's legacy is shifting. The atmosphere around you is changing. You are a healer for your past, present, and future generations. The spirit realm celebrates you because the curse stopped with you. The silence ended with you. The cycle of broken love, abandoned dreams, and emotional neglect is broken. You took on what was never yours to carry, but you were strong enough. You were wise enough. You were brave enough. Every tear cleansed a wound deeper than your own. Every step forward cracked chains that held your lineage hostage. Your courage echoes through time, reaching ancestors who never had the chance to heal. Because of you, healing is no longer just a hope for the future. It is a powerful, living reality today. You have rewritten the story for your family. You have turned pain into purpose and brokenness into blessing. You are not just a survivor. You are anointed to restore what was lost. Your healing is spiritual restoration for your entire bloodline. Because of your obedience and faith, your ancestors can finally rest. You carry their dreams, their prayers, their freedom, and in doing so, you fulfill the divine destiny set before you. Heaven rejoices in your victory. Keep walking boldly, chosen one. Your healing is your legacy. Chapter 4. From Pain to Power. Chosen one, every trial meant to break you became the very fuel for your rise. Every heartbreak taught you to set boundaries. Every betrayal sharpened your discernment, showing you who deserves your time and energy. The silence that once felt like abandonment is now your quiet strength in a noisy world. Nothing you endured was wasted. Not a single tear shed in the dark, not a loss suffered in silence, not a lonely night questioning your worth. You became God's masterpiece, turning ancestral pain into light. Grief was transformed into growth. Pain became purpose. Struggle was refined into strategy. This is divine craftsmanship at work. Your journey was difficult and steep, yet you climbed higher with every setback. You didn't just survive the storms. You learned to dance in the rain. You rewrote your story, taking control where you once felt powerless. Because of your faith and resilience, the chains that bound your family for generations are breaking. Your triumph echoes through time, shaking off the weight of old wounds. The spirit realm celebrates your rise, not just because you stood, but because you soared. Your pain was never meaningless. It was power waiting to be claimed. You carry the legacy of those who couldn't stand, and you honor them by standing taller than ever. Your light now shines brighter, leading others from darkness into freedom. This power you carry is a sacred birthright, a divine inheritance no enemy can take away. Keep rising, chosen one. The best chapters of your story are still unfolding. Chapter 5. You carry a sacred legacy. Chosen one, understand this. Your life is not just about you. Every step you take is carrying the prayers, the hopes, and the unfinished dreams of those who came before you. You walk not only with purpose, but with the weight of a divine assignment. You were chosen to rise where others could not, to break chains that bound generations, and to heal wounds that were never given a voice. The legacy you carry is sacred. It was handed to you not through ease, but through endurance. Your ancestors may not have had the freedom, the voice, or the opportunity, but they had the faith. And now that faith is alive in you, you're the one they hoped would come, the one who would break the silence, stop the cycles, and carry the light forward. Yes, the weight feels heavy at times, but God has trusted you with it because He equipped you for it. He placed strength in your soul that even you haven't fully seen yet. You are not alone. Heaven walks with you, and the spirit of your ancestors surrounds you. Their battles gave you strength. Their tears watered the soil you now grow from. Your decisions matter. Every act of integrity, every step of healing, every time you choose peace over pain. You're building a future your bloodline has longed for. You are living proof that legacy is more than what we leave behind. It's how we live today. So when the journey feels overwhelming, lift your eyes. You were born for this. You are not just a survivor. You are a builder, a restorer, and a living testament to God's redeeming power. Walk boldly. You carry a legacy, and heaven is with you. Chapter 6. Your obedience released generational favor. Chosen one, your faith hasn't just moved mountains for you. It's shifted the course of your entire bloodline. What you've endured, what you've overcome, and the choices you've made in obedience to God have broken chains that held your family for generations. Through quiet surrender, through prayer when no one saw, through standing firm when quitting looked easier, you've unlocked something sacred. Heaven has taken notice. Because of your yes to God, divine favor is now flowing through your lineage like a mighty river. The blessings on your life aren't just for today. They're seeds planted into your children, your grandchildren, and generations yet to be born. What was once blocked is now open. What was once cursed is now covered in grace. You've become the bridge between what was and what will be. The battles you fought in private are birthing victory in public, not just for you, but for every soul connected to you by blood and spirit. The strongholds that stood for decades are being torn down because you believed. The blessings that seemed delayed are now being delivered because you endured. This is legacy. This is kingdom impact. Your obedience has become the foundation for generational blessing. The weight you carried in secret is now becoming a wave of breakthrough for your family. Stand tall, chosen one. The favor on your life is divine, and it's only just beginning. Chapter 7. A new era has begun. Chosen one, you need to understand this deeply. What you're stepping into isn't the end of your journey. It's the beginning of something sacred. This is not the peak, it's the foundation. You've been through wilderness seasons, faced storms, and walked lonely paths, but none of it was wasted. Every trial was a tool, every setback a setup. God was shaping you in silence, preparing you for a season only faith could unlock. Now you stand on the threshold of a new era, an era marked by divine timing, holy favor, and heavenly release. What you're about to walk into was prayed for by those who came before you. You are their answered prayer. Their faith planted seeds, and your life is the first fruit. You're walking into rooms they were never allowed to enter, receiving blessings they only dreamed of. And you're not walking alone. Your ancestors, your angels, and the Spirit of God go before you. You carry a mantle, not just for yourself, but for generations. Your life is a bridge between what was and what will be. What you've endured broke chains you never saw, healed wounds you never caused, and built a future you couldn't yet imagine. And now God says, it's time. Time to move with courage. Time to rise with confidence. Time to lead with love and walk fully in purpose. This isn't a moment of applause. It's a moment of assignment. You've been trusted with more because you've been faithful with little. Heaven recognizes what earth overlooked. God saw every quiet yes, every tear you didn't show, every prayer whispered in exhaustion. And now, the harvest begins. Your voice carries weight because it's been refined by fire. Your steps carry power because they've been ordered by the Lord. So don't hesitate. Don't play small. Don't apologize for the favor on your life. It's not pride, it's purpose. You've been positioned on purpose for such a time as this. This is the beginning of legacy, of building what lasts, of shifting atmospheres wherever you go. And as you rise, others will rise with you. Your obedience has opened doors that no man can shut. Your story is just beginning, and it's already shaking the earth. Walk boldly. Heaven is watching. The future is waiting. And God is leading the way.